Good day everyone, my name is Teacher Chance and today we will talk about the volcanic activity and safety. But before we truly start our discussion for today, let's have a short prayer. May I call Raven for to start our prayer? Amen. Let's check our attendance. But instead of saying present, you will say boom. Understand, student? Okay, let's me call start on Natalie. Boom. Next, Kimberly. Boom! Wow! Looks all of our students are present for the day. Now, let's start our discussion. Let's talk about something very important. PBOKS. Can someone tell me what PBOKS stands for? That's right. It's the Philippine Institute of the Volcanology and Seismology. This is our government agency that monitors volcanic activity in the Philippines. PBOKS are used at 5 alert levels. To tell us how the dangerous volcano is, it's very important to alert. Level 0 means the volcano is quiet, while the level 5 means hazardous eruption is happening. Understanding these levels help us know when to stay alert and when to evacuate. The system saves lives, like you can see in our screen. And now for our first activity, let me share a real example with you. In September, Phoebus reported an increased systematic activity at Mayon volcano. They recorded 26 small volcanic earthquakes in just 12 hours. Director Bacolcol assured the public that while doing the show, Mayon is restless. It doesn't mean a major eruption is coming. However, they warned about a possible pathetic eruptions. Suddenly extreme explosions can be happen without warning. Notice how PBOKS emphasize staying outside a 6-kilometer danger zone and avoiding river channels prone at to lahar flows. This is why monitoring and public awareness are very crucial. Even at alert level number 1, we need to stay vigilant and follow safety guidance. On our screen, you will see a simulation emergency alert system messages. And other image show a before and after a satellite image from the previous eruptions. You can write, if you were a disaster response coordinator, what immediate action will you take? And I will collect that later. Your hands-on activity titled Volcano Formation Explained, Understanding Tectonic Movement and Eruptions. Now you will work as a small group to build a simple volcano model. Here's what you do. Use clay form a volcano shape around the small plastic bottle. Put a baking soda inside the bottle and add some red food coloring. Then when you're ready, pour in a vinegar. What do you think would happen when you pour that? Exactly. You will see an eruption. As you do this, I want you to observe and record what happened. Think about the pressure build up and release, just like the volcanoes. You have 15 minutes. Now you can start it. Excellent work on your volcano models. Now let's apply what you learned in a real-life situation. Entitled our second activity, Local Volcano Risk Assessment. For this activity, you will rotate through 4 research stations. Station 1, identify Philippine volcanoes and check their alert status using PBOKS data. Station 2, calculate distance from volcano and map hazard zones. Station 3, assess how volcanic activity impact communities. Think about homes, agricultures, and livelihoods. Station 4, create an emergency preparedness plan. As you work, consider these questions. What patterns exist in the Philippine volcanic eruptions? How do geological factors influence eruption severely? And, and other question, what makes certain areas more variable? You have 20 minutes for this activity. And now let's begin. The virus hazard or volcanoes presence. First, lava flows. These are the stream of molten rocks that can destroy everything in their path. Second, pyroclastic flows. These are the deadly clouds of hot gases, ashes, and rocks that moves at incredible speed. Third, ash falls. Volcanic ash can collapse roofs, contaminate water, and cause respiratory problems. These are also hazard, a mud flow that occurs that volcanic materials mix with water. Each hazard requires different safety responses, which is why understanding them is critical for survival. Did you know the Philippines has the 24 active volcanoes? According to PHIVOLCS, an active volcano can erupt within the last 10,000 years. 21 of these have erupted within a record history. This shows us the volcanic activity is not something rare or distant. It's part of our reality as Filipinos, from Mount Pinatubo to Taal Volcano, and from Mayon to Calanon. This volcano shapes our landscape and requires our constant respect and vigilance. How does people know what volcanoes are doing? They are used at technology. First, seismometer detect ground movement and earthquake that indicate magma movement underground. Second, the gas sensor measures emissions like sulfur dioxide. Increased gas means increased volcanic activity. Third, thermal cameras capture temperature changes, showing us where lava and hot gases are present. These tools work together 24/7 to keep us informed and safety. Science and technology literally save lives. For our key monitoring tools, seismometer detect ground movement to predict volcanic activity and potential eruptions. Gas sensors measure gas emissions and assess volcanic activity and eruption risk level. And thermal camera captures temperature changes to monitor heat from lava to volcanic gases. Let's talk about how volcanic activity affects real communities. When a volcano erupts, it's not just around immediate danger. Families lose their homes, farmers lose their crops and livestock. Business shut down, school close, and ashes can contaminate water supplies and damage infrastructures. Understanding this impact help us prepare better, not just an eruption itself, but the recovery period afterwards. This is why community preparedness planning is essential. It's time for our final activity, a safety simulation game. I divide you into 4 to 5 teams. I present emergency scenarios that you have to limited time to make decisions. For examples, people just raised an alert level 3. What will you do first? Use the props provided, emergency bags, flashlights, radios, and masks. Remember the key safety actions. Wear masks and goggles during ashfall. Follow evacuations order immediately. Stay alert for the lahar warning, especially during the heavy rain. Always have your emergency kit ready with water, food, and essential supplies. Let's see which team will make the best safety decisions. Should be in every family emergency kit. First, you need at least 3 days of worth of gallon. 1 gallon per person per day. Non-perishable good items. A first aid kit with medicines. Flashlight with extra batteries. A battery-powered or hand-cranked radio for emergency announcements. Dust mask or N95 respirators for ashfalls. Important documents in waterproof container. Cash because ATM may not work, and don't forget to supply for our babies, elderly family members, and pets. Being prepared isn't being paranoid, it's being responsible. Remember that, student. Wrap up, let me check your understanding with 2 questions. First, explain the relationship between plate tectonics and volcanic activity in Philippines using what you learned today. Second, if you see monitoring data showing indicates seismic activity, rising sulfur dioxide emissions, and elevated ground temperature, what will you predict about the hazard levels? Think about it, and let's hear your answer. Natalie? Very good. Did you understand really our topic? For your assignment, I want you to be the 3 things at home. First, choose one Philippine volcano to research. Find out its location and when it's last erupted. And what safety measures exist for nearby communities. Second, create a simple family emergency plan with your parents. Discuss what did you will do if the volcano near you erupted. Where would you meet? What word did you bring? Who will you contact? And third, be ready to share your findings to our next lesson. By doing this, you will not just learning. You're helping your family and community become safer. Remember this important message. Be a volcano safety ambassador in your barangay. Don't keep what you learned today to yourself. Share it with your family, friends, and neighbors. Teach them how to be alert, emergency kits, and evacuation procedures. Young people, would you like to the power to save lives by spreading awareness? Be proactive, be prepared, and be an advocate for safety for your community. Thank you all for your active participation today. You've been an amazing class. Remember, for more information about the volcanic activity and safety, visit the PBOLC website. Did you see and thus link under? And save emergency numbers for nationwide emergency, dial 911, and you can also text JRT to Globe the number that I bring and the Bureau of Fire Protection of Navotas and reach them, and also the Navotas City Hospital to be ready, safe, and stay warm. And remember, knowledge is our best protection against a national disaster. Thank you and stay volcano ready.